Music, you can hear it, it's playing in the back. And this was coming on. Oh, listen, don't worry about that. I'm getting very excited right now. It's TrendingSA on SABC3, TrendingSA.tv on the interwebs. Of course, it's time now for our MCM guest, Nina. I can't handle this, so I need you to do the honors.
Okay, guys, I think if you know how excited Musa is, I'm sure you are feeling all this excitement at home. Hold your granny's hand. I'm sure she's just as excited today.
I don't hold my hand.
Just breathe, Musa. Breathe, Musa. Today's Man Crush Monday is the talented, award-winning lyricist who is one of the most authentic and unique artists out here in the music business, shaking things up. Ladies and gentlemen, get off your couch, make some noise for Sjava! Okay, listen. Hello. Njani? Ngapila. Welcome back to TrendingSA, my Zulu coach. Sjava. Listen, the last time you sat on that chair, you were not a BET award-winning artist, and but look at you today. Halala, look at this, guys. On the 25th of June, you bagged yourself a BET award, the Viewer's Choice BET award, that's Best International Act Award. That's quite remarkable. Tell us how you felt when you heard your name announced as the winner.
Oh, it was very funny. I laughed a lot because I thought the guys were joking. It was a prank.
Really? Where's Ashton?
Just announced the way they stopped playing, you know. I thought they were still rehearsing or something like that. But then again, when I realized, which okay, we need it, and then that's when it hit me like, wow, we just did something amazing. You understand me? And there was never a time when I thought about myself because you win a final, it can never be mine alone. You understand me? Especially because I'm not representing myself, Pella, but the village where I come from. The country, the continent, you understand? So for me, it was like, wow. Because because we say me in that side, so for me, the only thing I've been about would you know what I mean? And even people are being an andaba this whole thing, self-vote or paying attention to it. Now they were happy, now and realized, wow, this is actually something, you know what I mean?
But it was wow. The award was not the only thing that South Africans went crazy about. They were also crazy about Masjong and the clip man got test Masjong. Your acceptance speech was wow, but now you're very passionate about your culture or where you come from. Yeah. Tell me about the connection between your culture and the music.
Well, it's interior for me, you understand, because it's KZN half, Makulela in the city half. So I have both. For me now, I feel like in that because was to understand what is it? Oh.
Which is a great advantage when I put one. Which is a great advantage.
Wow, I'm sorry.
I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't know who's watching. I don't want to offend you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I think being in Kanta because I was you understand? And most of the times where I come from, maybe it's awards because I rehearsed it before. I planned it before. It was always been my plan and my dream. The day I get nominated for anything, because they thought I was crazy. Because ngifaka ileda yami ngingafaka iskipa ngishaya omeke emhlophe you understand but ungazohlanya wena akugqoka umsangano lapha agqoka amasuit serious lapha akufaka ama-brainwood lapha yonke nje lento le they don't believe in it you understand and they're not aware ukuthi into right it's you being yourself
exactly
you understand ibheshu bahle uthi uhamba ngenyawo phesheya ungaboshwa nokuboshwa kubo into ekude ukuthi ngeke ufake ibheshu kuma-beat uyasangana ngeke bakuvumele nokuvumela that's how they look at it.
You are the star.
You understand me? So when you take it and show them with your bafethu as appreciating into zethu you see so I'm trying to show them ukuthi ziyasebenza I'm trying to show the kids ukuthi ziyasebenza so imagine after having Sjava abayi-10 or abayi-9 wasevenda who's dressed in full Venda rapping in Venda singing in Venda kanjalo wonke ama-provinces we're going to become strong and we're going to be able to compete
us.
yeah we're going to be able to compete even worldwide because we can never compete worldwide ngezinto engasona ezethu you understand lezi zinto ezethu asiz-appreciate thina akekho alikho i-channel engagida ukudlula umZulu
no
you understand and akekho bafew abazulu abangashaya ama-China kuma-Shaolin temples you understand just be yourself uyiqhenye ngento oyiyo you understand ungabi namahloni ngayo and ungayithatheli phansi so that's what I'm trying to
ungayithatheli phansi
yeah
love it
Now, Sjava, at the beginning of July, you released your EP, Umpago.
Yes.
It includes the Confession, Abangani, Intombi, and Ikawe, which is my favorite. I think I just love saying the word, Ikawe. Your songs speak a lot about people. I mean, just going back to your first album, Utando, I live for Utando, for example. Ekseni is my favorite one as well. What is it about you that you say, okay, ngifuna ukubhala ngabantu you know, about my people, about the people that are around me, about life, most importantly, and love, of course.
Me, I write according to the way ngibona ngakhona. You understand? Sometimes I'm not right all the time. Indlela mina engibona ngayo izinto and there was a time where I sat down and said like kunento eshodayo emculweni, you understand? Because I felt like yonke into iyafana. You understand? Uhlala ubukele music show on a Friday, mutabeka, like into eyodwa kahle kahle. It's just that it's on different beats and different, but everyone's talking about the same thing. You understand? And I felt like who's thanking their grandmother for bakhulisa i-crashing yakho? Who's talking about an absent father? You understand? Njoba ezabantu abamnyama kakhulu obaba bengekho. Abanye bashona empini, abanye bayabaleka, abanye baxabana. Nje but abekho. Who's talking about that? Who's talking about uthando lungehlule? Because everybody makes songs about across the ocean and kiss you on the cloud. I'm like, but where I come from, I don't see that. That's the way I come from. This is what I see. You understand? In my life, that's not happening. This is what's going on. So that's how I make music. I make music about my life, about how I see things, and in South Africa. But it's not songs for Song of the Year or biggest song. Or that's not my plan. My plan is to just create these songs for abantu abazozlalela mabesihlalela. Then mone usikhathile uzokwenza ezinye izinto zakhe angene lapho. But me, I created this for you to listen to masu wedwa.
And we do. And we do listen.
When
That's
you're
what
alone,
it is.
like,
when you're alone.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about, so last week on the show, we spoke about the pitfalls of fame, all the bad things that can happen when you are famous. I want to hear your thoughts on how you handle such things, how you get out of such a situation if you find yourself in one and how you avoid it.
Avoiding what?
The pitfalls of fame. So, I mean, many people will talk about drugs. Many people will talk about, not going back to your family and helping them out. So how do you avoid falling into those traps?
By not changing. You understand me? By not changing. For me, yes, impilo yami izoshintsha. You understand? But mina personal, I won't change. So whenever you experience anything eshintshile ngami noma sihlangana, you need to understand mhlawumbe kuzobe environment lapho sikhona. But mina personal, I won't change. I'll still go to the same place. Last thing, even icover yomphawu. We shot it last time in Inhloko. That's where it is. It's a semi-trend eBoulders. Ila kuthengiswa khona inhloko by the tent. Namhlanje sidle khona ekuseni breakfast. And that's where I took the picture for, because yike nginako, yike ngiko, you understand? And then with the Babu Credo, my creativity is everything. You understand me? So ngakhona shoot isithombe ngiphethe umphako kudla kwendlela and that's just everything around me. Now that's everything give me art. I can turn anything into something.
Right. So let's talk about friendship. I know you're touching on that in that you're not alone in this journey. And the friends that you may get along the road, but still remaining the person that you are. How do you manage that?
Inkab zami zonke sekhona around me.
Okay.
Understand me? And because mina ngila ngikhona because of abangani ngisizwe kakhulu empilweni yami. I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for ukusizwa because from ngiphuma endlini ngihlala eKhabothulani ngaphuma eKhabothulani ngathola uzone 14 ngihamba ngayohlala noJapopo noPapasi noJabu ngasuka koPapasi
These names
ngahlala hlangana noMT no Raf no Saudi njengoba sengilana ke namhlanje but nje long baby sithwa kanjalo ngisizwa nami khona ngisiza kuwo because impilo for mina that's it ukuthi mangihlala nawe usempilweni yami khona kumele ugene kimi nami kumele ugene kuwe kanjalo sibambisane and just grow and go forward. So that's the only life that I know. That's why sometimes umzali ngimjwayele ngaleyo ndlela, you understand, ngiyamthanda but ngihlale kakhulu namajita. So impilo yami yonke i-design kanjalo. That's why nginamanye amaphutha ezinye izinto zingihlula because yimpilo engijwayele and manje I'm only trying now to try and live a normal life and accommodate other things. But friendship has always been everything to me. It's what got me here, so I really respect it. And people should respect friendship. It's everything.
Yeah. And I respect that opinion of yours. Listen, I want to ask you, before we let you go, two things. It's the Mandela centenary. We obviously respect the legacy that was left behind by Tata Mandela. But what legacy are you going to leave behind?
What legacy am I going to leave behind? Legacy yini?
Legacy into ofuna ukuyishiya into ozokhunjulwa ngayo wena.
Obviously it will be my music, of course. But then now I'm going to start a foundation as well. It's just that I'm so I need someone to help me with that because main thing is when to music. That's all I know. Create arts. That's all I know. I don't know how to be the best boyfriend or any other thing. Businessman and all of that. I'm not a businessman. I've never been exposed to that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. So starting a foundation. But in all, I want to be remembered for my music. I want it to keep going. You understand? I'm talking to Masipala Ngagiti. There's bigger things. I want them to buy everything that I've ever done. You all know Masipala Ngagiti. Babe ne gallery we buy. So hlale kuboniswa abantu nali room la Sjava wala wenza ukuthi everything they must buy it. And I think bonke Masipala bangakini kumele benze kanjani nabangakini kumele benze kanjani so that yonke into ke wayenza as a celeb leyo ndawo as a sports person leyo ndawo. It buyele back to ekhaya like stolen jewelry that was stolen in Africa nje zonke lezo zinto kumele zibuye so nami that's what I want to do
Sjava
ba ne museum yami ngakithi
Sibongile bhuti wami. Thank you so much and of course I don't even know what to say anymore. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. We're going to an ad break. We'll see when we come back and you know what you need to do. Keep it locked right here on SABC3. My brother.
Thank you so much.
I love you, I really do.